Last month, a guy filled premium gas in his Honda Civic for 3 years straight because the pump had a shiny gold handle. He spent $4,200 extra for absolutely zero benefit. Americans collectively waste $2.1 billion yearly on fuel myths that sound smart, but violate basic physics. From morning fill-up conspiracies to AC paranoia, these lies survive because nobody bothers checking the actual engineering. I tested every popular fuel myth against SAE standards, real-world monitoring, and brutal honesty. One of these myths is quietly stealing 20% of your fuel economy right now, and you probably think it's helping. Stick around because myth number 1 will completely change how you think about idling at red light. Myth number 8, turning off AC saves massive fuel. Picture this. It's 95 degrees outside, you're driving on the highway, windows rolled down like some kind of fuel-saving hero, hair whipping everywhere, and you're convinced you're outsmarting physics. Bad news. You're actually burning 20% more fuel than the guy next to you with his AC blasting and windows sealed. Your air conditioning compressor does steal power from the engine through a belt-driven system, consuming roughly 3 to 4 horsepower when running. Now let's talk about what happens when you drop those windows at highway speeds. Aerodynamic drag doesn't increase linearly with speed, it increases exponentially. At 50 miles per hour, open windows destroy your car's carefully designed drag coefficient, turning your sedan from a sleek 0.30 into a parachute at 0.45. A 2019 GM aerodynamics study using coast-down testing proved this mathematically. Below 40 miles per hour, windows down wins. Above 50 miles per hour, AC is dramatically more efficient. Modern cars built after 2015 use variable displacement compressors that adjust their load based on how much cooling you actually need. So here's your play. City streets under 40, windows down, AC off, highway cruising above 50, seal it up, crank the cold air, arrive comfortable. Myth number 7, manual transmissions always save fuel. Every car enthusiast has that one friend who swears their manual transmission is saving them money at the pump while they're stuck in traffic, left leg cramping, clutch smoking, secretly hating life. Time for a reality check. It's 2024, not 1995, and automatics have absolutely destroyed manuals and fuel efficiency. Back in the 90s, automatic transmissions were primitive 4-speed slush boxes with torque converters that wasted energy through fluid slippage. Fast forward 3 decades and the script flipped completely. The 2024 EPA Fuel Economy Guide reads like a murder scene for manual transmission fuel economy claims. Modern automatics equipped with CVT technology, dual clutch systems, or 8-speed planetary gear sets beat manuals by 3 to 8% in city driving. Today's automatics shift faster than humanly possible, hold gears longer under light throttle, and keep engines locked in their most efficient BSFC zones. Real-world proof, Honda Civic with CVT gets 36 combined miles per gallon. Manual version, 33 miles per gallon. The only exception is lightweight performance cars driven by the 2% of manual drivers who actually understand heel-toe downshifting. For everyone else pretending their commute is somehow more efficient because they row their own gears. You're just getting a workout, not saving fuel. Myth number 6, premium gas cleans your engine and boosts power. Let me tell you about the most profitable lie oil companies never have to say out loud. They just put premium fuel in a fancy dispenser, maybe add some gold trim, throw up some vague marketing about performance and cleaning power, then watch people voluntarily pay 30 to 50 cents extra per gallon for absolutely nothing. Here's what big oil doesn't advertise. API specifications require identical detergent additive packages across all fuel grades. That 87 octane regular, 89 mid-grade, and 91 plus premium sitting in separate tanks at the station, they all contain the same cleaning agents. The only legitimate difference between them is octane rating, which measures a fuel's resistance to pre-ignition, knock, and high compression engines. A 2021 AAA study killed this myth scientifically. They ran identical engines on regular versus premium for 4,000 miles and measured combustion chamber deposits. Result? No measurable difference. Where premium actually matters, turbocharged engines with compression ratios above 10 to 1, performance cars like BMW M models or Porsche 911S, where the ECU pulls ignition timing on regular fuel. Want actual cleaning power? Look for top-tier certified fuel from brands like Chevron, Shell, Costco, or Mobil. That certification requires 2 to 3 times more detergents than minimum EPA standards. Myth number 5, filling up in the morning saves money. This myth sounds so scientifically smart that people have been repeating it for 40 years without ever doing the actual math. The theory goes like this: fuel is denser when cold, so fill up during cool morning hours and you'll get more energy per gallon because physics. Sounds airtight until you remember one tiny detail. Gas stations store fuel in underground storage tanks buried 8 to 12 feet deep. At that depth, soil acts as natural insulation, keeping fuel temperature constant at 50 to 60 degrees Fahrenheit year-round. Whether you pump at 6 a.m. or 6 p.m., the fuel flowing through that nozzle is the same temperature. But let's destroy this myth with actual thermodynamics anyway. Gasoline expands at a rate of 0.00083 per degree Fahrenheit. Let's pretend fuel somehow magically heated from 60 degrees Fahrenheit to 80 degrees Fahrenheit, which it doesn't. Your 15-gallon fill-up would theoretically expand by about 0.25 gallons. At $3.50 per gallon, that's a whopping 87 cents in savings. The only real temperature issue filling your tank on a cold morning than parking in direct 100-degree sunlight. The fuel in your tank expands as it heats, potentially causing overflow if you topped off. Fill up whenever it's convenient. Morning, noon, night, the fuel costs exactly the same. Myth number 4, driving on low fuel destroys your engine. Your paranoid friend who panics when the fuel gauge drops below half tank and lectures everyone about destroying the engine needs to hear this. It's mostly nonsense wrapped around a tiny kernel of truth. Your fuel pump sits at the bottom of the tank, submerged in gasoline that serves double duty as both lubricant and coolant. When fuel drops below 1/4 tank, less liquid surrounds the pump, reducing cooling efficiency slightly. But we're talking about premature failure at 150,000 miles instead of 200,000 miles. Not some catastrophic explosion. The dirt and debris getting sucked into your engine argument? Pure mechanical fiction. Your fuel pump always draws from the absolute bottom of the tank, whether you've got 2 gallons or 15 gallons in there. Bosch fuel system engineering standards rate modern pumps for 200,000 mile service life, even under low fuel conditions. The real reason to avoid running on fumes: you don't want to be stranded on the highway, shoulder in 95-degree heat, because you gambled on your fuel gauge accuracy. Those miles to empty calculations assume steady driving and can be wildly optimistic if you hit traffic or mountains. Keep at least a 1/4 tank for pump longevity and self-respect. Your engine doesn't care, but your roadside assistance bill definitely will. Myth number 3, topping off the tank gets you more fuel. There's something psychologically satisfying about forcing that fuel pump to give you one more squeeze after it clicks off, like you've beaten the system and extracted every last drop you paid for. Bad news: you're not outsmarting anything. You're just breaking your car and creating environmental hazards. When that pump clicks off, it's not a suggestion. It's your fuel tank telling you it's full according to EPA vapor recovery regulations. If you keep pumping after the click, that extra fuel isn't going into your tank's usable space. It's flooding directly into your evap system's charcoal canister. Once that canister gets saturated with liquid fuel, it can't do its job anymore. Your check engine light illuminates with error code P0455, and you're staring at a $300 to $600 repair bill. Topped-off tanks release twice as many hydrocarbon vapors into the atmosphere, according to EPA testing, contributing directly to smog formation. Then there's basic physics working against your greed. Fuel expands roughly 1% per 15-degree temperature increase. That extra fuel you forced in will expand in your hot afternoon tank and overflow through the evap vent line, creating gasoline puddles and fire hazards. Spilled gasoline will eat through your car's clear coat paint if left sitting. The pump's automatic shutoff is calibrated to leave expansion space for safety. Stop fighting it. Myth number 2, big brand gas stations have better fuel quality. Walk into any gas station and you'll see people religiously choosing Shell over the no-name station across the street, convinced they're protecting their engine with superior fuel. Time to shatter that loyalty. All gasoline sold in the United States must meet ASTM D4814 specifications for volatility and minimum additive content. That's Shell, BP, Chevron, and Joe's Discount Gas Shack. They're often getting fuel from the exact same refinery, delivered by the same tanker truck driver. What actually differentiates premium brands is the additive package mixed in at the fuel terminal before delivery to stations. This is where top-tier certification becomes the only thing that matters. Brands like Chevron with their Techron additives, Shell V-Power, Costco, and Mobil pay for certification, requiring 2 to 3 times the minimum EPA detergent concentration. ASTM testing proves top-tier fuels reduce intake valve deposits by 45 to 72% over 10,000 miles. Does this translate to better fuel economy? Absolutely not. Does it prevent long-term carbon buildup in modern direct injection engines? Yes, significantly. 8 major automakers, including GM, Honda, Toyota, VW, BMW, Mercedes, Mazda, and Audi, officially recommend top-tier fuel. Here's the plot twist. Off-brand stations can buy top-tier certification too, but most skip it to keep prices lower. Check the top-tier logo on the pump. Myth number 1, shutting off your engine. At Stop Saves Massive Fuel, every fuel-saving article written by someone who's never opened a hood tells you to shut off your engine at every red light, like you're piloting a Formula One car with a professional pit crew. Time for actual laboratory data instead of internet wisdom. Argonne National Laboratory tested this with precision equipment. A modern fuel-injected engine at full operating temperature uses approximately 0.6 to 1.0 milliliters of fuel to restart. That same engine idling burns about 0.06 to 0.1 milliliters per second. Break-even calculation, 10 seconds of idling equals the fuel cost of 1 restart. Here's the expensive catch nobody mentions. Frequent restarts absolutely destroy your starter motor and ignition system components that were never designed for thousands of extra cycles. Traditional starters are for 30,000 to 50,000 starts over a vehicle's lifetime. If you're manually shutting off at every red light, you're burning through that lifespan at 10 times normal rate, looking at premature replacement costing $400 to $800. This is why factory-equipped auto start-stop systems use completely different hardware. Reinforced starters with enhanced duty cycles rated for 300,000 plus starts. For traditional cars, the math-based rule is simple. Stops under 30 seconds, keep it running. Stops exceeding 1 minute like railroad crossings or drive-through lines, shut it off. For hybrids and cars with OEM start-stop systems, let the computer handle it. You just learned what fuel companies and lazy mechanics will never explain because myths are more profitable than truth. Thanks for sticking through this entire breakdown. It proves you actually care about facts over folklore. Now go watch my next video. Stop warming up your diesel like this, costly damage. That's where I reveal why your morning warm-up routine is destroying engine components worth thousands. See you there.